Have you ever felt that unspoken tension, that quiet pull between you and someone, but you can't quite put your finger on it? What if I told you she's sending signals testing you without ever saying a word? Every glance, every pause, every subtle smile is a question, and your reaction could change everything. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see the hidden signs that most men completely miss, and finally understand what she really wants. Watch till the end, comment your city below to let me know where you're watching from. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the truth about attraction. You see, one of the most powerful truths in understanding attraction is that women rarely say exactly what they feel. Instead, they communicate through actions, tiny, almost imperceptible gestures that carry more meaning than words ever could. A lingering look, a brush of the hand, that subtle leaning in when you speak, these are not accidents. They are her way of testing the waters, sending messages to see how you respond. The first step to reading these signals is learning to observe without judgment, noticing the patterns, the rhythm, the small moments that reveal her interest. It's fascinating because these cues aren't random, they're deeply rooted in psychology. When a woman is interested, her body language naturally mirrors her curiosity. She might smile at things you say that no one else seems to notice, or her attention subtly shifts toward you in a crowded room. These are her silent tests, checking if you're present, if you're attentive, if you have the emotional awareness to catch the nuance. This is where so many men miss the mark. They wait for words, for declarations, not realizing that true signals are always in the subtleties. But here's the critical part. Noticing these actions isn't enough. How you respond defines the next chapter of the interaction. React with overeagerness or desperation, and you may close the door before it's even opened. Respond with calm confidence, with awareness, and you're demonstrating that you're someone she can trust with her curiosity, someone who values herself enough to recognize her signals without pressuring them. This is the paradox of attraction. She tests you not because she doubts your worth, but because she wants to see if you see hers. What makes this even more interesting is that these silent signals carry philosophical depth. They remind us that human connection is rarely explicit. It's an intricate dance of intuition, perception, and subtle communication. Life, relationships, even love itself is often hidden in the unspoken. By tuning into these moments, you're training yourself not only to understand her, but also to understand the deeper patterns of human interaction. The art of reading between the lines, of seeing without being told. So the next time she lingers on your words, offers that small smile, or leans just a fraction closer, recognize it for what it is. An invitation, a test, a sign of curiosity that wants to be met. With awareness and presence, she's not asking you outright. She's revealing a doorway, and how you step through it will speak louder than anything she could ever say. Remember, attraction isn't a game of words, it's a language of actions, and the wise see beyond the surface. Pay attention, respond with intention, and you'll not only understand her better, you'll discover a deeper, richer way to connect with the people around you. Have you ever noticed that when a woman likes you, she often seems to test you in subtle ways? It's not manipulation, it's curiosity. She's creating situations, asking questions, or gently challenging you to see how you respond. These moments are revealing. They show her not only your confidence, but also your patience, your ability to think, and your emotional maturity. In a way, she's quietly asking, can I trust you? Can I see who you truly are when things aren't easy? And the answers she observes are far more revealing than anything she could say outright. These tests might appear simple on the surface, playful teasing, contradictory statements, or moments that seem designed to provoke a reaction, but they're deeply intentional. Psychologically, humans evaluate connection not through words alone, but through responses to subtle stimuli. When she challenges you, she's assessing whether you can navigate complexity without losing yourself. She's watching to see if you can maintain composure, show understanding, and respond in ways that are thoughtful rather than reactive. In essence, she's measuring your character in real time, and how you respond speaks volumes about who you are. It's important to recognize that these tests are not meant to frustrate you. They are invitations to rise to a higher level of awareness. When a woman sees that you can handle her curiosity with grace, that you can respond with calmness and authenticity, it builds trust and attraction simultaneously. She's looking for someone who can match her depth, someone who doesn't need constant reassurance, but can instead navigate the ebb and flow of human connection with confidence and care. And in these moments, your responses reveal the values, emotional intelligence, and inner stability that define lasting attraction. On a deeper level, these interactions mirror life itself. Life constantly tests us, presenting situations that challenge our patience, perception, and presence. Attraction is no different. The challenges she presents are microcosms of the larger human experience. They invite you to engage with mindfulness, to listen, to understand, and to respond with intention. Observing how she tests you becomes a mirror. It reflects not only her curiosity, but also your own ability to act with insight and self-assuredness in uncertain moments. So the next time she asks that tricky question or sets up a playful contradiction, don't see it as a trap. See it as a window into her mind, into her values, and into the kind of connection she's willing to explore. Meet it with calm confidence, respond thoughtfully, and you demonstrate something far more attractive than words ever could: reliability, depth, and emotional intelligence. Remember, attraction is not about avoiding tests. It's about showing up fully when they appear. She's not testing you to confuse you. She's revealing the opportunities for connection that most people overlook. Rise to the moment, and you'll not only understand her better, you'll understand yourself better as well. There's a quiet test that most men overlook entirely, and it's one of the most revealing of all: the test of silence and distance. She might not reach out immediately, her replies might be slower than you expect, or she might withdraw slightly without explanation. On the surface, it can feel confusing, even frustrating, but this is not rejection. It's a subtle way for her to gauge your presence, your patience, and your confidence. She's observing how you navigate moments where she isn't offering explicit guidance, where your reaction is unprompted and authentic. How you respond in these quiet spaces tells her more than words ever could. Psychologically, humans are deeply attuned to reactions under uncertainty. Silence has a weight that words cannot carry. When she steps back, she's creating a mirror for you, an opportunity to demonstrate that your interest is genuine, that it isn't dependent on constant affirmation. This is where many men falter. They interpret her quietness as a lack of interest and react with anxiety or overcompensation. But the men who understand this, who remain grounded and self-assured, reveal their value in these subtle moments. They show that attraction is not a product of pressure, but of stability, patience, and awareness. Distance, too, serves as a subtle test. She may schedule time for herself, decline invitations, or appear unavailable at first. Rather than seeing this as a hurdle, see it as an invitation to observe her patterns, respect her autonomy, and demonstrate that your interest is unwavering yet unforced. This is the essence of quiet attraction. It is not about chasing, but about presence. It is not about urgency, but about consistency. By maintaining your own life, pursuing your passions, and staying composed, you communicate strength without words and value without proclamation. Philosophically, these quiet tests teach a deeper lesson about human connection. Life, relationships, even love, often unfold in the spaces between actions, the unspoken moments where clarity is absent and perception becomes paramount. By learning to navigate these pauses with calm attentiveness, you are not only understanding her signals, but you are cultivating emotional intelligence, patience, and self-awareness. These are qualities that resonate far beyond attraction. They define character and create connections that are meaningful and lasting. So the next time she steps back, delays her response, or maintains a subtle distance, don't panic. See it as a test, yes, but more importantly, see it as an opportunity, a chance to demonstrate presence, patience, and authenticity. How you carry yourself in these moments speaks volumes, far more than any clever words or gestures ever could. Remember, silence is not emptiness. It is information. Respect it, navigate it with confidence, and let it reveal the depth of connection she is willing to explore. In the quiet, you show her who you truly are, and in that revelation lies the most powerful form of attraction,